bad quarter against this team. You got to keep the game as close as possible. The first quarter, you had the game relatively down by 3, 29-26, and you had an opportunity to come into the second quarter and kind of maintain your how you were playing, and then they made a big run. Obviously, they had the ability to jump up to a big aggressive run, and then you couldn't dig yourself out of the hole. But managed to get a group on the floor playing well together, move the ball well with each other, and they made the game interesting down the stretch.
Your games against Orlando and Portland where you allowed somewhere between 82, 85 points. In 2 of the last 3 games, you're at 1-2. We know that this team can play defense. How do you make it to where it's consistent?
Sometimes it's the opponent.
Right.
This team, you got guys now. Sefolosha was a guy. I got to tip my hat to him. I watched him his whole career, and this is a guy that you played off of. And this guy has simply understood that. I have 2 dynamic players on this team. And all I have to do is just go to the gym and work on making the open shot. I'm gonna do my normal things defensively, but I'm gonna work on my open jump shots and make those shots that those guys find. When you have 2 superstars that are willing passers, so it's not so much. We've shown and done things well from the defense standpoint, but they put the pressure on it because they got great rollers on the pick and rolls. You have to honor that. And then the guys off the pick and rolls are willing to move the basketball, Russell and Durant. And so you got guys who are lacing up shots. Kevin Martin has been a proven shooter in the league. And then, like I said, Sefolosha has done a great job with his shooting.
Coach, you looked especially frustrated during that third quarter,
Yes.
more so than I've seen you in a while. Did you think about just taking all those 5 of guys out there? And then
Eventually I got to that point, but I just thought we looked terrible as a basketball team at that point. We weren't moving the ball. We were taking horrible shots. Just looked absolutely bad. And I said, I don't want our team to look, we're going to compete and play hard, but I don't want to look like we have no care about the game on the floor. And it showed. It showed how we played that. So eventually, I changed and got people off the floor, and we started playing some decent basketball. But it's frustrating to see a team that has the ability, but not utilizing the ability by just simply. It's only one thing that we have to do: move the basketball to the open person. And the open person will move it again if he doesn't have a shot. The game is so simple, but we complicate it.
because it looked like they were breaking off plays that were.
One play and done. One move and done. One shot and done. And that's not working. We're not a good enough shooting team or individual person to break a play and try to get a quick shot. You have to be a pretty decent shooter for that to happen. But you have to look at the clock, see where you are on the scoreboard. We know the game. What's happening in the game? We haven't scored in 4 possessions. Do I need to take a quick shot, or do I allow this game to allow them to move a little bit and let them make the mistake and not us make the mistake? And that kind of happened throughout the game a little bit. We played a decent game, a decent first quarter. We did some nice things there. We made some shots and got some penetration to the basket. And then the second quarter, then the top end of the third quarter, you kind of had that where the game was just going to be a blowout by 35 points. And then eventually we settled down, and I thought Isaiah Thomas came in and really did a good job of running the basketball team.
And what do you do going forward in that situation when it's your top guys who just aren't doing the right thing?
Well, we got. That's why I preach the basketball team. I preach that all the time. I look at all these other teams. They have a team. They play 9, 10 guys. They have a team. And so I'll do the same thing. We're not playing well, and you're not playing well. And I had a note on the board that says, win your minutes. Win your minutes. And when you're playing well on both ends of the floor, not just one end, you win your minutes. And that's how our team become better. That's how we become better. And that's how you become better as a basketball team.
Did Isaiah, you think, win his minutes going forward?
Well, I thought he did. I thought he did a good job. I thought he came in and played. I thought he was vocal. I thought he got the team in positions. He talked things that I know he can do already. So I thought he came in and as a guy who hadn't played but took control of the team and managed the team, and we obviously got a chance to get right back in the game.
And you went with Isaiah and Jimmer together in that situation. I know it's not a lineup you prefer because of the size, but could that be a thing going forward where you say?
Well, again, it's a matchup. They didn't try to post up either one of those guys. So when you have a team that will force you to be on the floor where you don't have to worry about a post-up game. And they didn't have anybody that were posting up. So those 2 guys would play off of each other. It gave us the right kind of space because both of those guys are good 3-point shooters, and you got to honor those guys. But I just thought that some nights it's just not conducive to have it on there because they're going to look at posting up. And in this business, you got to be able to eliminate some of the matchup problem that you have on the floor.